All right, hey guys. So we're gonna go back to my roots here. Um, I did a thing because TikTok made me. I have not done said thing for a long time, which is to say, buying stuff that social media tells me to. But this particular product, the creator of this particular product, I happen to be mildly obsessed with, and that is Lady Gaga. And the product is her Haus Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. So I knew that she came out with a makeup line. I've always been kind of suspect of celebrities who do that. Now, obviously, I know there are exceptions. Fenty, being one of them, is a fantastic makeup brand. But for the most part, I've just not really been impressed with other similarly situated brands. But this has been getting a whole lot of hype. The Tiki on Instagram, and one of my favorite beauty creators, Nikki Tutorials, recently tried it, and she said she loved it. There are a bunch of other very well-known creators that agree, so I was like, I will give it a shot. I also need a new foundation, so I got it. I also got, while I was there, Haus Labs foundation brush, because I needed a new brush. I mean, the one that I have now. I love the one that I have now. It's completely dirty and gross, but this is great. This is NYX. Just a real, easy to get drugstore brand. It's like $14 at CVS. Really, really, really good brush. I use this every day. But I wanted to switch it up, and I figured if I'm going to get the foundation, I'll get the brush that goes with it. I also got, while I was there, one of her, I guess, liquid paints in black, again, because I was running out of my gel liner. The one that I usually use is LA Girl. It's just a really good liner. I really just use it as a base whenever I'm doing a really dark smoky eye. It's a good kind of waterline liner, and it's very nice. I mean, it goes on very smoothly, and you can draw all kinds of things with it. And I finally got a bronzer / contour that actually fits my skin tone. It has been very difficult to find one. Typically, most bronzers / contour products are very kind of golden in color. Like, they've got really like gold undertones. These are the two that I use most of the time, but I have been told by Reddit that it's not my skin tone. So I had been on the lookout for a good, more neutral, kind of taupey color, and I found it. And that other makeup brand that I was talking about earlier, Fenty. Fenty makes one. So one of the reasons I really like Fenty is because of their shade range. It is phenomenal. I don't know how many, it's got to be nearly 50. I know it's over 40 shades. So this particular one is called Amber. And as you can see, it's very taupey. And I have olive skin, but it's like a neutral undertone, which is kind of weird. So it's kind of hard for me sometimes to find products. And of course it changes. So like I'm Cuban. And again, I have olive skin. My Cuban family all has olive skin. My mother is German. So when I go out into the sun, it doesn't take long for me to get that kind of really olive complexion. But when I am inside, which I am most of the time, I get this kind of pallid look. So it's difficult to find something that matches consistently. So I'll be trying all of these products today, including this. And we're gonna see how it goes. I forgot his name. Robert? I don't know. I forgot his name. He's a makeup artist on YouTube. He does makeup reviews. He does makeup tutorials. Black hair, a goatee situation, and he's got this scar that kind of goes across his eyebrow. So he's got this like little kind of divot in his eyebrow. He's phenomenal. I love him. Whenever I need a makeup technique, or whenever I need a really good objective review of something, I go to his page. And his was one of the pages I looked at when looking at reviews for Haus Labs. And I saw how he applied foundation. I was like, oh, that makes lots of sense. So he's very kind of, he's not generous with it. Nikki Tutorials is very, I mean, she like, because she loves high coverage. I think his name is, But he's very sparing with it, and he usually just starts in the areas, like with me, it would be like in this area here, where you would need the coverage, and just kind of like builds and goes out. So I'm going to try that way. Actually, because I'm going to do a dark smoky eye. I'm going to do kind of like a Wednesday Addams kind of a look. So liquid pigment kind of works out. So I'm just going to use, so just a very small amount. I have to do it this way. Oh my goodness. Whoa. It's extremely pigmented. Did you see, like, you saw how little I put on there. Oh my god, it blends out. Y'all. It's blending out phenomenally. Holy shit. Wow. And it's, wow. Look at that. All right. I don't think I'm going to need to prime my eyelid at all with this. My hand was unprimed. There was literally nothing on my hand except for the leftover kind of. When I went to Sephora, I was trying all these different things, and I didn't wash it off. Oh, wow. And so I'm using this. It's got staying power. Holy cow. All right, that means I'm probably going to have to grab my... When Nikki Tutorials she did like a review on TikTok. I assume it was just a truncated version of a longer review. She mentioned that Lady Gaga uses her own makeup products, which, good sign. But she uses them when she's on stage performing. So it's supposed to be very long wear. It's supposed to stay put when you're sweating and all that stuff. And this definitely, this shit stays on. So awesome. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. Forgive my pores. Eyes. Eyeballs. Look at my eyeballs. There we go. Alright, let's get into it. And, oh, so much easier than putting on a base and then trying to put on the shadow. Kind of rubbing off some of the excess so I can start blending this out. That's, wow. Wow. So I do see, if you guys, you can see it's getting a little thin up there, kind of here. So I think what I will do is follow up with the black powder, just to get a really, really, really dark black. So before I do that, I think I'm just going to do the other side, and this is going to be a pain in the ass to get off in the end, but shit, if you're going for a night out and you're looking for something that's going to stay and that's going to crease, this seems like your product. All right, so now I'm going to go in with, you can use any black powder. This happens to be the one that I grabbed. This is the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, which is very clearly well loved. I love it. And I'm going to go in with Temptress. I was actually curious as to, because this is completely dried down, I'm curious to how well this kind of sticks. But it looks like it's doing just fine. We kind of tap that down so there are no... can you guys see when I'm doing this? Okay, cool. So, okay. Alright, so, wow, success. Holy cow, success. What an amazing product this is. This is, holy cow. The only thing is you gotta kind of work fast because it dries down pretty quickly. And once it dries down, I mean, it doesn't go anywhere. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. It's phenomenal. I use it every day when I go to work, and when I do my makeup work, very minimal. I'll just do like a bit of a smoke kind of on the outer corners of my eye. I'll extend the inner corner to kind of get like cat eye going. I fill in my brows, and then I just conceal the under eyes, and then I put the tiniest dab of foundation kind of like here to just conceal that part. But that's it. And when I do apply the concealer, I do not do this whole thing. It is, I do it on the inner corner and on the outer corner. And I usually like to do like the eye area first, especially when I'm doing a very dark, dramatic eye such as this, just so that I don't muck up. Like if I put the foundation on and I get fallout, then I have to take it all off and I've just wasted a bunch of product. So that is what I like to do. Gel product. This is the LA Girl gel eyeliner. You can get it at the drugstore. And I'm just going to apply it with the brush that I had been using. I think this is a concealer brush. This is the Morphe M421. Okay. Connecting already. That kind of outer. Okay. So I've already connected it. And that way I don't end up with this kind of weird, like, incongruous bump. And I'm just gonna kind of very lightly blend that lower lash line out. And you don't need to mash it, for those of you who have a propensity of mashing things. I used to. Just very lightly. Zip powder. This is the 231 Luxe Petite Crease Brush. This guy right here. And I'm using, by the way, the Huda Beauty Quartz palette, but I'm only using it for the mirror because it's a great mirror. I find it just keeps things a little cleaner. Okay, there you go. Black smoky eye. Real super simple. Even if you didn't have this wonderful product from Haus Labs, it's just really easy to use. Just a gel liner. You kind of put a base on your lid. You blend it out as best you can, and then you top it off with black shadow. And there you go. I always like leaving this area blank so I can put cool shimmery colors there to make it kind of pop. Ooh, that's pretty. That top one. But before I do that, I would like to extend my inner corner. So basically just make an inner corner wing. Now, when you're doing it, I like to follow so I kind of already have some leftover eyeshadow there from last night, or liner from last night. So that kind of gives me a good template. But if you properly clean your face and you don't have that, use your upper lash as your guidepost. So you're just going to draw a line extending the upper lash line. Okay. Thusly. And then from there, you're just going to kind of draw a little triangle back. And what you're doing is you're connecting that triangle to your lower, like, waterline. Now we're going to do that pretty shimmer color that I was just showing you. We're going to do it right there. All right, cool. So now that the eyes are done, moment of truth. We're gonna try this Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I'm gonna zoom you out. I guess not. There we go. Okay. Now I have combination skin, I believe. So I get super oily here, I get super oily here and here, but like down here is dry. My nose actually is also pretty dry, and like just kind of on the outside of my face can get kind of dry. This is supposed to be good for all skin types. By the way, I guess every product that you buy from Haus Labs, for every product that you buy, $1 gets donated to support mental health organizations. I'm all over that. I'm starting with a very small amount. And what I like to do is I like to kind of apply the foundation first on my face in like little dots. I learned that with NARS. And I have just kind of been using this technique with all of the foundations because it seems to work. Haus Labs foundation brush. So here we go. Okay, so already very dewy, but wow, super, super lightweight. And this is supposed to be buildable, so I think I'm gonna add a little bit more. But I mean, already, like, the coverage is really not bad for the amount that I've put on my face. It's definitely doing a really good job. This is very nice. This is very, I mean, like, you can see very, very, very dewy on the forehead area, but that I'm usually really oily there. And it's not really getting rid of that, which that's fine. But what it is doing is it's giving me this beautiful glow in areas that I'm not usually super glowy. And as you can see, it's gotten rid of all the red. Okay, so impressive. Like, really, this is very impressive. Yeah, wow. So now we're gonna try that other product that I got, which I'm really, really excited about. This is the Fenty Beauty Matchstick. Okay, so love that. Okay, all right. So, oh, okay, onesie nicely, and oh, that is a perfect color. Oh, I'm so happy. I was gonna get the darker one. I'm really glad I didn't. I'm really glad I went with this lighter shade. Wow! Oh, I love it! Oh, this is awesome! You guys don't have any idea how long I have been searching for a frickin' color that works. And that does. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with a product that I have had for a while. It's the Huda Beauty setting powder. I'm not going to go over my entire face, I don't think. So, the base is done, the eyes are done. We're going to go in and do the brows and a highlighter. I want a really strong highlighter, so I will be using my Ofra highlighter. This is in really rough condition. I have lost the top. Very clearly loved. This is Ofra's highlighter in Blissful. Before we do that, we're going to do brows. And I almost got Haus Labs brow pencil. But again, I had almost the entire thing of this left, and I don't really like buying multiples of the same thing. There you go. All right, last but certainly not least is mascara. So for lower lashes, any mascara will do. I usually use the Sky High from Maybelline, just because I have it, and because that applicator is great for lower lashes. Okay. Zoom in. Nope, that's out. All right, there you go. So, very impressive from Haus Labs. I mean, you can still, I did not put a lot on, so you can still see kind of some of my freckles here. But the red is gone. Again, you can still see some of my freckles here, but it has really, it's done what I want the foundation to do, which is to say it's evened out my skin tone. And it's given me a canvas for which to put on other stuff. Now, you can't really see it. I can. The Fenty Beauty. And that's fine with me because, again, if I'm looking straight forward, I want to accentuate these lines here. And that's exactly what that did. And I'm sure that I'm sure it's buildable. I'm sure I could put more on to make it a little more dramatic if I wanted that. I don't want to look like a ghost. So I will not be doing that. But to all products, I mean, they were all great. I was highly impressed with the performance of all three of those products. Highly recommend. Even the brush was great. So yeah, I hope it helped. I hope you guys got something out of it. Let me zoom out so you're not looking up my frickin' nostrils. There we go. And at this point, I'm gonna log off and do some cosplay. But love you guys, and I'll do another one of these. Oh, if there's something, if there's a product out there that you guys want me to try and like review and give it a shot, let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Let me go on Instagram. My handle on Instagram is @JessabUg, JESSUHBUG. You can reach out to me there. And my handle on TikTok is @Jellioso, JELLIOSO. I don't do makeup stuff there. I basically just do goofy cosplay shit. But check it out. All right, love you. Bye.